Welcome, my friend. I'm so glad you're here today. Take a deep breath. You made it. Another step forward on your English journey. Today, we're going to explore one of the most common yet most powerful questions in English. Tell me about yourself. It sounds simple, right? But behind this small question hides something beautiful, the story of you, your dreams, your journey, your courage. In this episode, you won't just learn English, you'll feel it. You'll notice new words, useful expressions, and natural rhythm as we go. Listen closely. Let the language flow into your imagination. Because learning English isn't just about grammar, it's about discovering your voice and believing it deserves to be heard. Remember this. Every time you speak, you grow. Every mistake is proof that you're moving forward. So, are you ready? Let's begin. And before we start, I'd love to know, where are you listening from? And what time is it right now in your country? Share in the comments. I read every one. Music shifts slightly, a gentle guitar tone. Imagine this scene. A young woman named Sarah is sitting in a small cafe in London. She's nervous. Her hands are shaking just a little. It's her first job interview in English. She's practiced for weeks, reading aloud, recording herself, repeating phrases until they sound natural. But now, as she waits for the interviewer to arrive, her mind goes blank. The first question comes, "Can you tell me about yourself?" Her heart beats faster. She takes a deep breath and smiles. "Well, my name is Sarah. I'm from Spain. I moved to London last year to study design." Her voice is soft but steady. She continues, "I love creating things that make people feel something. I think design is a kind of storytelling." The interviewer nods. He's listening. Sarah feels her confidence growing. She adds, "In my free time, I enjoy photography and walking in the park. I like to notice small details, colors, lights, faces. That's where I find inspiration." Those sentences, simple, clear, human. Did you notice? She didn't use difficult words. She spoke from the heart. She used small phrases that show personality. "I love creating things. I enjoy photography. I find inspiration." These are everyday expressions that make English sound alive. Now imagine, this question, "Tell me about yourself," isn't only for interviews, it's for life. When you meet someone new, when you introduce yourself to a class, when you start a conversation online, each time you have a chance to share a little piece of your story. Pause. A faint sound of rain outside. Sarah didn't speak perfectly, but she spoke honestly. And that's what English is really about. Not perfection, but connection. Later, after the interview, she walks home through the soft London rain. She's smiling, even though she doesn't know if she got the job. Because something inside her feels different. She didn't hide behind fear this time. She used her voice. That night, she writes in her notebook, "Today I didn't just speak English. I spoke as myself." If you were in her place, what would you say? How would you answer? Tell me about yourself. Think about it. Not just your name or job, but what makes you unique. What do you love? What gives you energy? What are you learning? Start small. You can say, "I'm learning English because I want to meet people from other countries. I'm from Cambodia, and I love cooking with my family. I enjoy reading English books because they help me imagine new worlds." Every sentence is a seed. Every word grows your confidence. Soft piano enters. Emotional tone. Sarah didn't know it yet, but that small interview would change everything. It would lead her to a place she never imagined, and to a person who would help her rediscover her dream. The next morning, Sarah wakes up to a pale London sunrise. The city feels quiet, almost shy. The kind of morning when every sound seems to echo. She makes herself a cup of tea and checks her phone. A new message. "Hey Sarah, thank you for coming yesterday. We'd love to invite you to the second interview." Her heart skips. She did it. Not because she was perfect, but because she was real. That day, as she walks through the park, she starts talking softly to herself, practicing English sentences. The words flow easier now, smoother than before. "My name is Sarah. I'm from Spain. I'm a creative person who enjoys design and photography." The words feel warm in her mouth, like they belong to her. Narrator, encouraging tone. "Here's something I want you to notice, my friend. Speaking English isn't about memorizing long, difficult sentences. It's about building small bridges, one phrase at a time. Simple expressions like, I'm from, I live in, I enjoy, I love, I like spending time. These are the building blocks of real conversation, and when you speak them with emotion, with truth, they become powerful. Sarah walks to her favorite cafe, the same one from before. She takes her seat by the window. The smell of coffee mixes with the quiet hum of morning. Next to her, a man is sketching in a notebook. He looks up, smiles politely, and says, "Hi, I think I saw you here yesterday." Sarah smiles back. "Yes, maybe. I come here often to think." Her words are simple, but she sounds natural. The man says, "I'm Daniel. I work upstairs in the studio. What about you?" Sarah takes a small breath, the same breath she took before her interview, and replies, "I'm Sarah. I'm a design student. I just had my first interview in English." "Really?" he says. "That's brave. How did it go?" She laughs. "I think better than I expected. I was nervous, but I tried to be honest." Narrator, gentle. There it is, the moment when English becomes a bridge, not a barrier. Sarah isn't thinking about grammar anymore. She's connecting. Her words aren't perfect, but her message is clear. And Daniel listens, really listens. He says, "You know, I remember my first interview in English too. I almost forgot my own name." They both laugh. The ice breaks. Soft music swells, piano and light strings. That's how friendships begin, with a few brave words. Maybe you've had a moment like that too, when you tried to speak English and your heart raced. Maybe you made mistakes. Maybe you felt embarrassed, but you spoke anyway. And that's what matters. Because every word you speak in English, even the broken ones, carries your effort, your courage, your story. So the next time someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," don't just repeat facts. Share a piece of your heart. Say, "I'm someone who keeps trying. I'm learning every day. I believe in small progress." These are not only English sentences, they are affirmations of who you are becoming. Sarah and Daniel keep talking for almost an hour. They share stories, laugh about their first weeks in London, and dream about their creative projects. Before leaving, Daniel says, "You speak really clearly, Sarah. Your English sounds natural." Her eyes widen slightly. "Really, thank you. I still make mistakes." He smiles. "We all do. But the way you speak, it feels alive." That night, Sarah writes another line in her notebook. "I met someone new today, and I wasn't afraid to speak." She closes the notebook, looks out the window, and watches the streetlights shimmer through the rain. Her heart feels lighter. Because she's beginning to understand something powerful. That language isn't just about words. It's about connection. And the more she connects, the more confident she becomes. But soon, a new challenge will test that confidence. One that will push her to speak English when it truly matters most. A few weeks later, Sarah receives another message. Not from the company this time, but from Daniel. Hey, there's a small community design event next Saturday. Would you like to join? It's mostly in English, but I think you'd love it. Her first reaction is excitement. Her second is fear. An English event, talking with new people. Spontaneous conversation. She almost says no, but then she remembers the promise she made to herself. To keep trying. So she types back, yes, I'd love to. Music brightens slightly. Soft acoustic guitar. On the day of the event, the air feels alive with voices. People are chatting, laughing, showing their projects. Sarah stands near a small table covered with design sketches. Her hands tremble a little, but she takes a deep breath and smiles. A woman approaches her. Hey, I'm Emily. Nice to meet you. What's your project about? Sarah's mind spins for a second, but then she remembers what she practiced. Hello, I'm Sarah. My project is about connecting people through color and memory. I believe colors can tell stories, just like people. Emily's eyes light up. That's beautiful. How did you come up with that idea? Sarah pauses, thinking. When I moved here, I missed home a lot. I started noticing colors that reminded me of Spain. The red of the rooftops, the gold in the evening sky. They made me feel connected. Emily nods. That's such a poetic way to see the world. Sarah blushes, laughing softly. Maybe, but I think design should make people feel something. Narrator, soft, admiring. Do you see how she did it again? She spoke with heart. Her sentences were simple, but her message was full of meaning. This is the secret of real English fluency. Not sounding perfect, but sounding human. When you talk about yourself, use small words to express big feelings. Words like hope, dream, learn, create, remember. They are powerful because they carry emotion. As the event continues, Sarah meets more people. She listens carefully, repeating small phrases to show interest. Oh, really? That's interesting. I understand. Tell me more. These are simple, everyday phrases, but they keep the conversation alive. After a few hours, she feels something she never expected. Peace. She's no longer translating in her head. She's just speaking. And in that moment she realizes, English has become a part of her. Gentle piano begins. Reflective mood. When the event ends, Daniel finds her outside. So how was it? Sarah smiles, her eyes bright. It was amazing. I talked to so many people. I didn't even feel scared after the first few minutes. Daniel grins. See, I told you. Your English is better than you think. She laughs. Maybe. But more than that, I think I'm learning to trust myself. Narrator softly, almost like a friend, and that's where growth begins. When you stop waiting to feel ready and start speaking anyway. Maybe you too have been waiting to feel confident, waiting for the perfect words. But the truth is, confidence doesn't come before speaking, it comes after. Every time you speak, even when you stumble, your voice becomes stronger. So next time someone asks you, can you tell me about yourself? Smile, take a breath, and tell them something real. Say, I'm learning English, and I'm proud of it. I'm curious about people and new ideas. I love growing, even when it's hard. Because when you speak from the heart, people don't just hear your English, they feel you. Music swells, emotional, cinematic tone. That evening, Sarah walks home under the city lights. The rain has stopped. The air smells clean. She whispers to herself, "My name is Sarah. I'm a dreamer, a learner, and today, I spoke my truth." The city glows around her, golden reflections on the wet streets. Her English journey isn't perfect, but it's hers. And with every word, every conversation, she's writing her story, one brave sentence at a time. Narrator warm, closing tone. And you, my friend, you're writing yours too. Keep speaking, keep learning, keep believing that your voice matters. If this story inspired you, subscribe for more real English stories that touch the heart and teach the mind. Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and keep speaking bravely.